So this is a report, but I want to turn this into a chart. I want to look at it in a graph type view. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click it. Well, one of the things you'll see in the documentation we're going to give you guys later is you can display, if there's already a chart, you would select it here, or you could select it from down here. This report currently doesn't have a chart, so we're going to build one. So I'm going to click on chart. I'm going to make a column chart, select which chart I want. What do we want to call this? This is going to be a service advisor summary. Okay. I'll just grab that same name and put it as the column header. Of course, you could use a different name if you wanted. I'm going to put labels on it. I want the service advisor's name on the label to identify whose information I'm looking at. Okay. And if you needed to, you can always come back and move that around so you can see what's in the background. I'm going to bring my invoices and add them to the data columns. I'm going to grab my labor hours billed, add them to the data columns. So this is the graph I'm going to look at. I like to go into display very simply, legend. So what am I going to look at? Put it top, bottom, left, right, wherever you want it. I'm just going to throw it up on top. Okay. And now we've got our chart. So all I need to do is click on OK. Right. Oops, I've got a little issue there, but that's not a problem. And I'm going to now have a service advisor summary. Here's the chart that I want to look at. Okay, so if this is what I want, several different charts to choose from. If you need to go in and change or edit any of the information, add more data columns, change the display, whatever you want to do. Okay. And I don't know why I'm getting that little error, but not to worry. Okay, and then I'm going to click on Save. All right, please select the display widget. Well, I thought I did select the display widget, but let's just make sure that it's going to be a chart. Let me do an execute, save. Don't know why I'm not getting anything there, but let's just go back here. Service advisor summary. Display, not seeing anything. Jeff, can you chime in and let me know if you see anything? That I've done this about 5 times today, so don't know why I'm getting the error all of a sudden. Tell you what, let's do, guys. What we're going to do is say, no, we're not going to save the changes. Let's just move. Again, I apologize, guys. I know the data that I'm using is about a month old, so let's add a widget to it. I'm going to step it up a little bit, service advisor summary. I want to look at whatever period of time right now. Okay, we'll execute. I'm going to use the global date range. I'm going to add a chart. I'm going to use a column chart. Okay, service advisor summary. Bring the same down to the header. Okay, labels. I'm going to use names. I want number of invoices. I want labor hours billed. I'm going to put my legend on top. And let's see if this is going to work for us. Save. All right, so I must have just had something goofy there. There's just trial and error sometimes, guys. So anyway, there is my chart. As you guys know, stretch it out however you want it to look on your screen, as big as or as small as you want. And now what I'm looking at on this, green represents my invoices, blue represents my labor hours billed. I'm currently looking at a year-to-date view. If I want to change that, I can look at last year. I can look at last quarter, okay? And everything automatically refreshes. All right? So a very simple chart. Let's add one more chart to it. We've got a couple of minutes left here. And maybe I want to also look at my technician summary. So I'm going to go over and add another widget. I'm going to make it real easy. Select the technician summary from the common reports. Okay. Again, I'm just going to get some information on the report. Okay. That's all that I'm trying to do, is get some information on the report. I'm going to use my global date range. Okay. I'm going to refresh every 5 minutes, just like I set up the Service Advisor one. I'm going to go to my column chooser. I'm going to select none to start with. I want name. I want invoices. I want labor hours billed. Maybe I even want hours clocked. Okay, so those are the bits of information I want to come forward. You'll see each of those already has a summary across the top. Okay, no chart. So remember, look, if there's a chart, it'll show up here or down below. If you want to create a chart, click on chart. You want the same chart, or you can use a different chart. Let's set it up this way and use a bar type chart. This is going to be a let's call this one Technician Summary. Okay, I want the labels for the technician names. I'm going to want, and remember, if you can't remember what you want, you can drag this off to the side. So I'm going to want on here the invoices. I'm going to want the labor hours billed, and I'm going to take the labor hours clocked. Okay, so that's what I'm going to graph. On my display, I'm going to put my legend up at the top, which identifies what you guys are seeing in the background there. What hour, how many invoices, how many labor hours, and let's see if this one's going to work. Okay, I'm going to keep getting that error. I don't know why. I've got my chart. Okay, so let's do an execute. Let's do a save, and now we can size this chart. So that one's not quite as big. It's a little deeper. But again, you guys can size these however you want. So now I've got my Service Advisor and Text Summary, and when I look at the report, I can look at any period of time, and that's what's going to report back to me. So both reports are going to automatically report on the period of time selected, okay? And remember, in the toolbar widget, or the widget toolbar, we've said refresh this report every 5 minutes. By doing that, I can walk away from the report, go do whatever I want to do. If I'm gone for an hour, 5, 10 minutes, and I want to come back to that, I go back to my dashboard, and that report will update every 5 minutes. So now what we've done, guys, just in a quick review, we've done a dashboard with report information, and you've got to give it a second to update. Okay, we've done a dashboard with summary graphs, okay, and this was the original one that we had in here. So hopefully you guys are going to be able to get out and start playing around with some of this. I want to take the next couple minutes just to show you guys. I've got about 5 minutes left in here, okay, little things that we have the ability to do with the dashboards. Okay, one of those is the ability to import. You guys are all going to receive a really nice dashboard report in your thank you notice that Jeff's going to send out. When you get that, it's going to have an attachment. You're going to need to save that attachment into your system, to your hard drive, your computer hard drive. Go to Dashboards, select Import. Identify where you saved that chart, okay, where you saved that chart. And I believe, Jeff, it's the shop KPI is the one you're going to give to everybody, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yep, okay. So you guys are all going to receive this report in an email, save it to your hard drive, select Import, locate, select it, click on Open. Okay. Your dashboard will automatically populate with this dashboard report. It's going to be called Shop Key Performance Indicators. These widgets are all set up to work off of this date range, so you can look at whatever period of time you want to look at, okay? And all the reports will automatically update. So you guys are all going to get this dashboard. Remember, you can go in and make changes to it if you want, okay? But it's yours to use and work with however you want. So you see, you can easily import. If you wanted to share this report, remember, all your dashboards and report follow the user that's logged in. I'm logged in as the administrator. So an example, if one of my other people wanted to log in, one of my service advisors or one of my technicians or general manager, they're not going to get this because it follows the user. So to share this dashboard with them, all you do is select the dashboard, select deploy, and then identify who you want to get that report. So Carrie and Greg are my service advisors, so I want to share this report with them. Deploy, put a check mark in the box, click on OK, and you're going to have to enter a security code. So you just enter the number 8357 and select OK. And now this dashboard is now going to be available for Carrie and Greg. Remember, as long as they have in their security the ability to run these reports. So if you share it with somebody and the reports don't activate, that's usually going to be that there's a security setting that needs to be changed. So what have we talked about so far? Adding, editing, and I can even delete one of my dashboards. I can export, import, deploy, meaning share with other users. And as a caution, watch the security settings. I can add widgets, I can edit widgets, and I can remove widgets, widgets being the different items on the report. I can print the report. Let's do a print preview and see what it looks like. Okay, so if we just go out here and let me just size this, so you can put that report on a piece of paper if you want. This is just a print preview of it. If you would prefer, you can export it to an Acrobat PDF file. I'm assuming most of you are familiar with that. And I could even go in and say, let's email this report. Do I want to do it as a landscape or a portrait? Most of the reports are set up, and then you just identify who you want to send the report to. Okay, you can even type in a message down here for this. So guys, let's go back real quick and just do a quick review. So we've set up the reports using some of the reports we put together from the last webinar. We've created a dashboard, okay, right at the dashboard, and utilized some of the existing reports and customized them within the dashboard, and we even added the charts. So you can do that right from your dashboards. Managing dashboards and widgets. We talked about how to rearrange. Remember, move them around wherever you want, size them. Editing and removing dashboard widgets. So click on the little toolbar, okay, or you can select edit from the ribbon across the top to make changes to your widgets. Okay, editing and deleting. So we've shown you how to, remember the 7 dashboards we started with, we made an edit and then we deleted the other 6. You can print, export to PDF, email reports, maybe to your accountant, okay? Exporting and importing dashboards. You're all going to get the opportunity to do this because we're going to send you that dashboard. Deploying the dashboard to another shop user, so anybody you want to share that with. And that's going to conclude our webinar for today. So I sincerely hope that you guys are going to be able to take some of this information and work with it. Listen, there's nothing wrong. You're not going to mess it up, okay? Get in there, do what you need to do, and remember, we can export, import, we can clean it up. Maybe do this, guys, what I'd maybe recommend, take the dashboard that we're going to send to you and work with it. And if you mess it up, guess what? Delete it and then import it again. Start over. You get a second chance with this stuff, okay? So don't be shy to get in there and work.